Welcome to another round of my little guitar demo series. Today I don't want to show you a guitar like usual. Of course I do. I mean, here you have it. It's a mid-90s Gibson Les Paul standard with a very beautiful sunburst. Look at this. Yeah, not too shabby. But today I want to make something different because many people wrote to me via the message function in YouTube, or they also did write it in the comment section. They want to learn more about how to achieve certain tones. Of course, this is a very complicated question. How do I start? I thought to myself. Not every guitar player is playing in a band and playing live on a big stage with his own equipment. The reality of starving musicians today is that they meet in some nice town clubs where they have open stages, and typically there's just, if it's a good club, a tube amp. And you stand there on stage and think to yourself, oh shit, this amp even had a foot switch to select different channels or something like that. Okay, so back to the basics. What many guitar players don't realize, especially the younger ones, but not only them, is that you have volume and tone knobs on your guitar. And I will demonstrate you how you can achieve a certain variety of very different sounds with just one amplifier setting, just by using the knobs on the guitar, and of course your fingers. I'd say half of the sound is coming from your fingers. If the sound is not coming from your fingers, there's something wrong. You should work with your fingers just every day, playing. Look how I did set up this amplifier here. This is a 50 watts Marshall tube head. And as you can see, every single knob is turned to the 12 o'clock position. That's it. More you don't need. With this setting, with this simple, very simple setting, isn't it? You simply make sure before you play the first tone that your tone knobs, in this case those two here on the Les Paul, your tone knobs are fully cranked open. Good. And your volumes are closed down. Zero volume. Now you go to the treble pickup position and you just bring up the volume a little bit. Okay. Now you go in the middle position. You don't hear anything. Les Paul wiring. And you bring up the second volume from the neck pickup at approximately the same level like the treble pickup. And what you have now is a rather thick and even jazzy tone. Yeah, it's not sensational, but it's a very nice warm tone. And now I go to the treble position and I turn up the volume half-wise. That's a difference. That's a difference. I didn't stomp on any stomp box, I didn't turn on any treble booster, I didn't turn on any big muff or what the hell tube screamer. These are all nice devices, but not in the situation we are talking about. You are alone with your amplifier and your guitar on a foreign stage. So now you have two sounds, and those two sounds you control simply with the volume knob and the pickup switch. So here you have the crunchy distortion rhythm sound. You can rock the house. And now you turn back the volume knob of the treble pickup to the first position, which was 2 here in my case. I see the 2, and then set the pickup selector switch for both, and you are back, of course with a little bit sensible playing, you are back in your jazzy clean tone. And if you have a little bit more sensibility in your fingers, you can pull both volumes a little bit further down, and you are more in the funky region. A little bit further down and the crunch will go away. Who would have thought that? So nobody should say you need a foot switch or something like that just to achieve 2 very different tones with just your guitar and 1 amplifier without any stomp box and without any channel change. I said in the beginning you should turn down the tone knobs. Why? That I can explain better to you what big difference it makes where the tone knob is, depending on where the volume knob is set in this amplifier setup, because the tone and volume here will react very different from a pure clean channel setup. So if you have an amplifier with a clean channel and stomp on the foot switch that we are in the clean channel, the tone will react different, like it is right now here in the setup where the amplifier gain is set to 12 o'clock position. So listen for yourself what I can do just with the tone knob. That's very extreme, no more brilliance, but it's nice too, but not for every purpose, fit for every purposes. I now bring it up just by 3, position 3. So it shines a little bit more through. I turn it up to 5. it to 10. So that's quite a difference. I have at least 3 very different tones in my hands just with the tone knob at this volume position. It will react different depending on other volume settings. So in general, if I go higher with the gain, you will hear less of the influence of the tone knob. So if you are in lower ranges, let's say from 0 to 5 with your volume, you will hear bigger differences with your tone control. And just listen to that. I bring up the volume to 3 and I have the tone to 0. And now half up. At the same time, I don't hit the string so hard that the difference in the sound is not too extreme. Now I bring it fully up and hit the strings hard. And what I heard here are 3 totally different tones with only one pickup, with only changing the tone control. And if you practice this a little bit and get used to the effects which are different from neck to bridge pickup, you will have at least 5 to 6 different sounds at your hand with only one guitar, one cable running in your amplifier which is not your own, with one amplifier setting which is just a default setting, 12 o'clock position every knob. Alright, so you heard some wrong notes, I'm sure about this, but hey, I'm only human and I didn't want to win any prize here. I just want to give you an idea what you can achieve with just one guitar, one cable in one amplifier, which is even not your own. So, given that you are arriving in a club with an open stage or a rehearsal room with people you don't know and you want to make a good figure, just go there, take this amplifier, turn every knob on mid or 12 o'clock position. Of course, if it's a 400 watts Marshall, so find it just the master volume a little bit down. You are allowed to take it down, but give the amplifiers a certain volume for this method to work. So this method will not work very good if the amplifier is turned down in volume, like if you're playing at home. This will not work. But on stage, where you have a little bit power, go to the mid position, and then I wish you a lot of fun in finding out great tones in your guitar you may never heard before, because you never thought that these knobs here can be turned not only fully cranked up or fully closed down, so they also have something in between and interact. It's a nice field to experiment, and yeah, I wish you nice musical inspiration and hope that it was not too boring for you. So if you like this video, rate it of course, leave a comment or send me a message. I will try my best to help the folks in music. Bye bye. See you next time.